The Warriors Hockey Club made it back to the AHAI Blackhawk Cup State Championship, where overtime was needed to decide a winner. Good evening and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Naperville Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Joe Kennedy. Warriors Hockey took on Chicago North in the Illinois Combined Division State Championship. The Green and Gold hope to win a fourth state championship after taking home the hardware in 2014, 19, and 2022. Let's head to the United Center and see if the Warriors become our first local team to win a state title this season.
We are at the United Center for the 2024 AHAI Combined Division Hockey Championship game. The second-seeded Warriors Hockey Club comes into the game after taking down Naperville in the semifinals. On the other side of the ice, the top-seeded Chicago North makes a second consecutive trip to the United Center after falling to Prep in overtime last season. Skipping to just under 6 minutes left in the first period with the Warriors on a power play. Evan Ziegler wins the faceoff, picking up the loose puck, bringing it into the slot, shooting and scoring. The senior gives the Warriors a 1-0 lead after the first period. Chicago North starts the second on the attack. Ian Donahue skates in over the blue line, taking a backhand shot that goes off of the boards. The rebound falls to Shane Looney, whose attempt rings off of the post. The Warriors come right back down the ice with Evan Ziegler. He passes backdoor to Matt Shield, who is denied by the pad of Anika Solberg. 9 minutes to play in the second. Ryan Sewing gets the puck in the right-hand circle, taking a shot that is gloved down by Andrew Fichtel. Final chance of the period comes from North as the puck slides back to the point, but making the save on the North shot is Fichtel. The Warriors go into the third period up 1-0. Starting the third period with the puck on the tape of Evan Ziegler. He brings it in, taking a quick wrist shot that is saved by the glove of Solberg. Chicago North still looking for the equalizer. Ian Donahue carries it over the blue line, taking a shot on net that is soaked up by Fichtel. North on a power play now with just under 2 minutes left. Luka Ruganovic has a shot from the right dot that is knocked into the air, and batting the puck in is Ian Donahue, who ties this game at 1. With that, we head into overtime. Jumping into overtime now with Mason Kading skating onto a loose puck, avoiding the poke check, but he misses the wide open net. The Warriors survive a huge chance for Chicago North. Warriors turn for a look in overtime. Finn O'Toole gets it at the point, taking a shot through traffic that is soaked up by Solberg. 5 minutes to go in OT. James Nafziger gets the puck at center ice, bringing it in over the blue line, taking a shot that beats Solberg blocker side. The Warriors win it in overtime by a score of 2-1 over Chicago North. The Warriors Hockey Club claims their fourth AHAI Combined Division State Championship.
Congratulations, 2024 state champions, the Warriors!
The DVC Indoor Track and Field Championships were held this week, giving a good glimpse of what to expect this spring from our local teams. Let's head over to North Central College and see which local athletes and teams were crowned the winners.
Let's gritty our way to North Central College for the Girls Track and Field Indoor DVC Championship. Naperville Central comes in as defending indoor and outdoor DVC champs, and with this being the last meet of the indoor portion, the Hawks and the 5 other conference teams are ready to make their mark before going outside. Neuqua Valley finished second in both conference standings last season, so Lauren Ammenhauser is looking to help, and she does by setting a new PR on the triple jump at 10.59 meters. Teammate Gabby Carvelis is back on the track, and she jumps her way to a first-place finish with a jump of 11.74 meters. Her partner Zawadi Brown takes first place in the long jump. Now the gun goes off, so let's go racing, girls, and we start with the 4x800 meter relay. Naperville North's group of Kayla Marks, Lexi Pera, Emma Barris, and Julie Pio outpaced the whole field by almost 20 seconds. That's one way to start the running events on a high note. Up next is Liv Phillips, who leads the way in the 3,200-meter run ahead of Shania Tandon. Mattia Valley's Camilla Baker follows along with Ava Hendren, Rihanna Tandon, and Wabanzi's Catherine Heap. In the end, Phillips wins by 20 seconds ahead of Shania, while Hendren and Rihanna follow up. Hurdles are on, so that means we are running in the 55-meter hurdles. Brooke Sawatsky from Naperville Central is defending her indoor DVC crown, inching out Mattia's Ariana Hammonds with a time of 8.62 seconds, and that's a new school record. In the 4x2, Nikwa begins their push with Carvelis anchoring the pack of Ava Bell, Lauren Ammenhauser, and Tanvi Guruvugari. This win gives them a spark for the DVC. To the 400-meter race, and here is Zawadi Brown leaving all the opposing runners in the dust. Brown sets a new personal record at 58.03 seconds. Let's Race a Mile, and you cross-country viewers better recognize this duo. It's Liv Phillips and Julie Pio. The longtime partners go 1-2 in the race, with Phillips coming in first and pumping up the team score. Brown and the Wildcats keep on playing catch-up. Brown's victory in the 200-meter dash is one of 3 individual races won by the senior. With that, the Wildcats trail the Redhawks by 7 points heading into the final race. For the 4x4 purposes, Central needs to finish at least ahead of Nikwa. However, Lola Cetri Morales has other plans, and that's bursting out in front and cruising all the way to the finish line to secure the DVC title. Naperville Central takes home its second straight indoor girls track and field DVC plaque ahead of Nikwa and Mattia Valley.
When we return, water polo has begun conference play, and one local team looks to make it back to the state series for a 6th straight season.
You made a cow.
Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Last season, Naperville North girls water polo lost to Mother McCauley in the IHSA state quarterfinals. The team won back-to-back state titles in 2021 and 22, in addition to runner-up in 2019 and 18. The Huskies are arguably the best program in the state and have started this year 3-0. Let's see how they do to open DVC play against Neuqua Valley. Naperville North girls water polo travels to Neuqua Valley for the DVC opener. The Huskies enter with a 3-0 record after defeating Hershey 11-7. They also build off an IHSA state quarterfinals appearance in 2023. Neuqua Valley is searching for its first win on the season and looks for revenge after falling to North in the IHSA sectional quarterfinals last year. Naperville North wastes no time to begin the game. Callista Jansen gets it inside to Kate Shahara, who scores just 13 seconds into the match. Now up 4-0, North keeps pushing to build on its lead. Good ball movement sets up a nice Peyton Schreier goal as the Huskies are rolling only 4 minutes in. Neuqua looking for some life at the other end of the pool. Samira Nadgar gets the pass inside and throws one in for Neuqua's first goal. They trail 5-1 with 2 minutes left in the first. Neuqua looking to score, but Stakavicius, the Husky goalie, denies the shot and keeps her team up by 7 early in the second. It's the Wildcats' turn to show off some good saves as goalie Kaylin Tuma steps up big for the stop. More good ball movement from Naperville North as the Huskies work it around the horn. Kaylee Queen gets inside and scores off an acrobatic shot to make it 9-1 Huskies with under 4 minutes left in the second. After a Husky ejection, the Wildcats have a chance to score, and they do, off some nice ball movement. Phoebe Puach gets the goal, and they trail 10-2 to close the first half. Seconds into the third quarter, Nadgar gets it inside for Nikwa and powers through for the goal. Cats are down by 7. Naperville North just won't stop scoring. This time it comes off the hands of Rhea Vide. Under 3 minutes left in the third, and Husky Gabby Bandera gets it on the left wing. She fires near post and puts North up 15-3. Nadgar gets it inside for Nikwa and passes it out to Madeline Harp, who puts it home. She's hyped up, but the Huskies would get the last laugh. Addie Weber gets the pass off the restart and swims towards the net before scoring. Naperville North plays a well-rounded game to win the DVC opener 17-6 over Neuqua Valley.
We have hit the DVC portion of boys water polo, and we have a good one as Waubonsie Valley takes on Naperville Central. Both teams come in undefeated, but the Warriors are looking for revenge after getting knocked out by the Hawks in last season's sectional semifinal. The Warriors start their attack right away as Yusuf El-Tuni swims slowly before firing that ball dead center for the first goal of the game. 2-0 WV, and here is Charlie Drohan back for his senior year. Once he gets the lob, he sneaks it in through traffic for another goal. The Redhawks need some scoring in the second quarter, so Jack Gervais skips it in to make it a 4-2 deficit. The high-scoring first half continues, and so does Drohan's attack on the net. That has Waubonsie up 6-3. Central keeps up the pace with a quick goal from Henry LaPerna, which brings it back to a 2-goal game. Then before the half, Ronan Barrett gets the Hawks a little closer by going off the water and in, although Waubonsie remains in front 6-5 as both teams take a break. In the second half, the Warriors stay on pace and Aiden Mahar sneaks that ball past Ross DeZer for a 7-5 edge. In the fourth quarter, Drohan is alone in a crowd, but that's no problem as long as he's putting that polo ball in the back of the net. Whatever you can do, I can do better, says Drohan, and the Warriors go up 9-6. The second half was a slow start for Central, but LaPerna speeds it up with a goal in the right corner, and it's a 2-point game once again. On the Hawks' next possession, AJ Landorf looks for somebody, but he instead finds himself an unassisted goal. The Redhawks are not going down without a fight, trailing 9-8. The Warriors hold a 10-9 advantage, and Central's looking for the tie, but goalie PJ Barton has had enough and makes the stop to keep the lead. So the Warriors need to chew the clock, and they do, but they also want to score, and that comes from who else but Drohan. Later down the stretch, Drohan puts the icing on the cake with his 8th goal of the game, and Waubonsie Valley boys water polo takes down Naperville Central for the first time ever after a 12-9 win.
The boys water polo team made history in the DVC opener, but success in breaking records seem to be a common theme across all sports this season at Waubonsie Valley. We'll have more after the break on the winning winter for Dub V.
In these complicated times, local news has never been more important. DailyHerald.com lets you stay connected to your community, wherever you are.
The Naperville Police Department needs your help to solve crime and bring offenders to justice. When you submit tips to Naperville Crime Stoppers, you help keep our city one of the safest in the nation. Tips to Naperville Crime Stoppers have helped solve hundreds of crimes and recover over $7 million in drugs, property, and cash. Remember, tipsters remain anonymous and receive cash rewards up to $1,000 if their tips lead to an arrest. Call the tip line at 630-420-6006. You may have that one piece of information that solves the crime.
Almost every winter sports team made history or broke a school record this season for Waubonsie Valley. Anthony Yench has more for our latest feature story here on NSW.
Players, Coaches, students, and administrators at Waubonsie Valley High School will remember the 2024 Winter Athletics season, one where the Warriors made their marks in nearly every sport across the state of Illinois.
Over the years, I've been here 11 years, we've had success, bits and pieces, but I would say this was the most successful sports season that we've had. Really exciting. I think one of the most exciting things was just seeing the community kind of come together, seeing faces in our crowds that I have not seen. Just community members kind of coming back, seeing some old Waubonsie gear showing up to games. So really exciting.
It's special for a school to have a strong boys and girls basketball team. This winter, both Warriors Hoops programs had two of the best seasons in school history. Finding the right coaches and athletes willing to put in the work helped create this run of unprecedented success.
I mean, it's great for competition. It's great for the sport in itself. I train basketball guys and work with a couple of guys, Tyreek and Donovan, before the season. It's good to see them do well. I think they have a great group of guys, great group of young guys. I love to see other coaches do well as well. Andrew came in a little bit after me and took over the program, and it's good to see him have great success early on in his career here.
The boys team started off the season 23-0, including a victory over eventual state runner-up Normal Community en route to winning their first ever DVC title. The Warriors also lifted their first regional plaque since 2019 before the season ended earlier than hoped in the sectional semifinals to a tough Downers Grove North team. For the girls team, this was the best ever campaign in program history, tallying 32 wins on the season for a record high. The girls also captured the DVC title along with winning their first sectional title in 25 years. Following thrilling last-second victories over Bennett Academy and Alton, the highlight of the season was making a trip down to the state tournament at ISU, where the Warriors finished in 4th place, earning the first ever state trophy in program history.
The work ethic, the team chemistry, just the way we all flowed together on the court was just great. I mean, even from the start, goal was state, right off the bat. Talked about it in fall league, and everyone just came ready to work. Everyone was committed. Everyone, was at practice the whole time, stayed longer, came early. We hung out after practices. I mean, just doing everything we could to work the best together on the court, and I think it went great. Everybody loved it and was all in for it.
Basketball wasn't the only sport that had a season to remember. The boys' swimming and diving team continued its recent run of strong performances in the pool as the Warriors won a second consecutive sectional championship, followed by a 3rd-place finish at the state championship meet, only the 3rd trophy in program history. The competitive dance team qualified for state along with the WV girls bowling team rolling through the DVC as undefeated conference champions for the first time since 2017. In gymnastics, sophomore Lucia Caruso qualified for state on the floor exercise. The final team to finish the winter sports schedule was the Warriors Hockey Club, which consists of 11 players from Waubonsie and 9 from Metea Valley. The Warriors finished the regular season in 1st place in the Illinois West Hockey League and as runner-ups in the conference tournament. The highlight of the season for the hockey club was in the AHAI Combined Division Blackhawk Cup State Tournament, where the Warriors found themselves back in the state final at the United Center. Capping off a winter to remember in style, Waubonsie Valley junior James Nafziger scored the game winner in overtime to give the Warriors the thrilling 2-1 victory over Chicago North and their 4th Blackhawk Cup trophy.
We worked really hard all season for this, and tying it up at the end, it was hard to see, but we worked so hard in overtime to keep it up, and it worked out. So happy. My brother, he had a state championship too. All I've done is just try to get it. Just one up him, and I finally did it.
All the success around a wide range of sports created a wave of excitement across the Waubonsie Valley campus.
There was a couple instances, like with a few Fridays, that you could feel it building, were some big games like we had with Nequa and going into the regionals, going into the sectional championship. So those were great days, kind of like football Fridays where you knew something was going on and people were excited about it. It was also nice to see the players in the hallways pumping up their classmates and doing announcements about it, and just knowing that they had something to look forward to. So it was it really added to the spirit of the winter.
With teams making history and breaking records, it was a winter sports season that will go down in the history books for Waubonsie Valley Athletics. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Anthony Yench.
Our boys' play of the week was an easy one to choose from as James Nafziger of Warriors Hockey scores the game winner in the AHAI Combined Division State Championship. 5 minutes into overtime, the Warriors and Chicago North are tied at 1. Alexander Wolfert wins the face-off and watch him work for the puck. That frees up Nafziger at center ice, and he takes it over the blue line. The junior rips one blocker side past the goalie and gives the Warriors Hockey Club its 4th state championship. We'll see the play one more time, but the celebrations after the goal are just as good. It's a perfect way to wrap up winter sports for our local teams. We have our first girls soccer highlights of the spring, and some local teams are poised for a deep postseason run. Let's first begin with Naperville Central hosting Burlington Central before checking on Waubonsie Valley, who had the perfect half to start the season. With head coach Troy Adams rocking a flashy jacket, the Naperville Central Redhawks are ready to kick off the season against the Burlington Central Rockets. Last year, Naperville Central walked away with a 2-1 victory when the teams met last March. Just 2 minutes into the action, Nicole Sachek gains control, then threads the needle with a pass to Malia Shen, who sends it into the corner of the net. The Redhawks strike early off a nice pass and finish. Later in the half, Rocket Mackenzie Rogers takes control just outside the box, makes a quick move inside, and then fires it past the goalie with their left foot. It's knotted up 1-1 with 13 minutes left in the half. Now with under 2 minutes to go in the half, Rogers is on the attack again. This time she loads up from 30 yards out and bends one into the top corner of the net. Her first half brace gives the Rockets a 2-1 lead at the break. In the second half, freshman Emerson Berg crosses one over the middle to Shen, and she's able to redirect it right past the goalkeeper. It's her second goal of the game, and it ties things up at 12 minutes into the second half. Later on, the Redhawks have an opportunity off a corner kick. Madison Lee boots it over the middle, and after a couple of deflections, it finds the foot of Sachek, who puts it home. Naperville Central regains a 3-2 advantage with 20 minutes left to play. With just a minute left in the game, the Redhawks have another corner kick. This time it's Nicole Smith at the far post, and she notches the 4th Central goal. That seals the deal as the Redhawks score 3 unanswered to win 4-2 over Burlington Central on opening night. Waubonsie Valley Girls Soccer opens the 2024 season at home against West Chicago. The Wildcats and Warriors meet for a 3rd straight time to begin a season, with the Warriors winning the past 2 years. Waubonsie is coming off a loss in the regional finals to Plainfield North, while West Chicago lost to South Elgin in the regional semis. Wasting no time, Eliana Morris gets a shot off for Dub V, but it's jumped on and saved by West Chicago goalkeeper Ariana Hernandez. It's still 0-0 early on. Later, junior Katarina Chapman weaves her way through the West Chicago defense and beautifully weighs a pass to senior Taylor Amadian. She stays composed inside the box and slots in the first goal of the season for the Warriors. The Warriors strike again, and it's Chapman who plays another beautiful pass, this time off a free kick. The keeper initially stops it, but Morris is there to bloop in the rebounds. The Warriors are up 2-0. Molly Murlock shows off her pace for the Wildcats as she works inside the box. The shot is saved with ease by Lauren Bormhoff, who keeps the score 2-0. Waubonsie Valley follows up the Wildcats' scoring chance with one of their own. Cecilia Galarza dribbles around the defense and crosses it to the middle, finding Amadian, who makes it 3-0 for Wabanzi. It's a brace for the senior, but she's looking for more. In the final minutes of the first half, Morris breaks free, finding Amadian, who gets the goal and a first-half hat trick for the Warriors. It's 4-0, but Wabanzi Valley goes on to win the home opener 5-1 over West Chicago.
You made a cow.
Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Do you want all the most exciting highlights from your student athlete's high school career? Relive all your favorite stories and moments from the past few seasons of Naperville Sports Weekly by purchasing digital downloads. Visit nctv17.org/shop to order today.
The boys' lacrosse season is underway as Bennett Academy travels to Naperville North for the first match of the season. Bennett comes into this season off a 4th place finish in last year's IHSA State Series, while North also looks to strike back after losing to Bennett in the sectional semis. The Red Wings also won last year's season opener 15-12 against the Huskies. The action gets going early on as Tommy Bardenhagen from behind the net takes it and strikes it past the goalie for the first goal of the season as Bennett leads early up 1-0. North would continue to linger around, however. In the second quarter, Maddox Groves works through the midfield and bounces one over the keeper's head. The Huskies tie the game up at 3. The tie wouldn't last long, however. On the ensuing face-off, Michael Freire wins it and races down the other side. He finds Thomas Tierney, who rips one past the goalie to make it 4-3 Red Wings. From the start of the second half, Bennett would dominate. Freire fakes the pass and shoots through the defense for the goal. Red Wings up 6-4 at the start of the third. Now 7-4, Henry Bardenhagen passes it to Tierney, who gets knocked to the ground but still scores. He quickly gets back up to Selly as Bennett doubles the lead up 8-4. Then, to ice things up, Randolph once again shakes around the defense for the hat trick to make it 10-4. Both teams would exchange scores late as Bennett starts the season with a 12-5 win over Naperville North.
Gigi Karelko scores in style for Bennett Lacrosse and comes up with our girls' play of the week. The Red Wings are already up big, but they keep applying the pressure. After working the ball around the nets, Claire O'Brien finds a cut in Karelko. The Red Wing catches and shoots from behind the back, beating out the Husky goalie. A beautiful goal as Karelko finished the night with 4 goals. Let's take one more look at the play from the junior. The Red Wings are 2-0 to start the season and hope to get back to the state series for the first time since 2021. Today's show marks the final highlights and feature from longtime NSW reporter Anthony Yench. We thank him for all that he's done for NCTV over the past 5 years. Next week on NSW, we'll have more water polo and soccer, but we'll also see our first highlights in baseball and boys volleyball. You can find our past highlights, feature stories, and community sports on nctv17.org and our NCTV17 Sports YouTube channel. You can also find us on social media at NCTV17 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Joe Kennedy.